Hey, good morning guys. Today I'm here with a 2019 Hyundai Veloster R-Spec. I spent quite a bit of time in this particular car between driving it at the launch a few months ago to photo shoots in between now and then. And now I finally get to spend a week behind the wheel. So it's a quiet Sunday morning. We've got some relatively empty roads right now. I wanted to show you guys what this thing can do when pushed a little bit harder than I have in past videos. So it's a pretty fun performance car. The grip from these Michelins is absolutely insane. The suspension is really nicely put together. The engine feels good. It's a fun little package, and I do really like some things about the new Veloster. I think the interior is just a little bit special. It looks good. They've blended some really nice design elements between adding some color and different materials like this billet aluminum shift knob. The gauges are nice and sharp and bright. It's a cool place to be. Let's put it into sport mode and hit the road. Show you guys a reverse camera here. A little bit of reverse gear whine. Little 1.6 liter has quite a bit of punch to it. Pretty much instant throttle response, instant torque, not a lot of lag with this motor. And that, coupled with this sweet little B&M short shifter, makes for a really, really fun drivetrain package. I said in my earlier video, the short shifter it's really good. It's super fun to row through the gears. It's really tight, really quick, and it's got a really good feel to it. My only complaint is that it's angled just a little bit forward, but once you get your driving position set, you get used to it. Your arm just is going to extend just a little bit more than you would with like a normal shifter. But otherwise, it is one of the best in the business. Match downshifts. While we're at the stoplight here, let me just show you how tight these gates are between gears. So here's neutral, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And as you can see, it is angled just forward a little bit. That's what I was talking about. Going over a bumpy road here. The new Veloster rides a little bit stiff, but it's not harsh. It soaks up these bumps pretty well. You're never getting that massive jolt that hurts you or gives you a shock. And as a result, you get just insane levels of grip. I can feel some trickery going on in the front end with the electronics. We are doing some awesome speeds around this entrance ramp. Yeah. Power tends to fall off a little bit towards the higher revs, but there's still quite a bit of torque. Oh, man, this thing is awesome. It's just so much fun to drive. It has just enough power to be fun, but not enough to get you into trouble. There's a little bit of Miata in this, I would say, in the sense that you can really be ringing it out, and then you get done with shifting through all the gears and you're just still staying up with traffic. But because the torque kicks in so soon and so low in the power band, you feel like you're going a lot faster than you are. There's a little bit of Focus ST, Fiesta ST to this car. And I think that's kind of the market that it was aimed at. It's not as lively and not as tail-happy as the Fiesta ST, but the driving dynamics are actually very similar, especially with the shifter and the level of power and the way it comes on. I'm of grip. It's just awesome. You have so much confidence in the front end. It's an open differential up front, but they figured out the electronics so that when you leave the traction control on, it gives you a ton of grip and just a ton of traction out of corners and throughout the corner. You can feel it right on the limit, adjusting the brake bias or the torque vectoring in the front end. It's not intrusive, but it definitely gives you a little bit more confidence to push harder. And I think we're doing about 65 miles an hour on that entrance ramp, which is pretty darn impressive. And it's a little bit of a greasy day. I can't believe how well this thing hooks up. The red line comes in a little bit early at around 6,500, but that's okay. Brakes feel good, plenty of bite. Just awesome amounts of traction. There's so much stability, it's so tight. Take it out of sport mode, cruise control, get really good gas mileage, cruising at 70 miles an hour at about 2,600 RPM. This is one of those cars that the more I drive, the more I like it. And that's special. You drive special cars and you like them the harder you drive. They get better the more you push them. And that's a really, really good trait. Some cars, they fall apart at the limit. They're like an 8, 7, 8, 9 tenths car. This is a 10 tenths car. You could drive this and really enjoy it, have a lot of fun. Get into autocross, get into track days. And this would serve you really well as a daily driver. There's a ton of space in the trunk, and you fold the seats down, you've got this pretty big hatchback layout. The back seats are a little bit tight, but in a pinch, they're doable. Just playful enough to be happy around the corners. Oh, it would just eat up a back road. You would have so much fun. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this is a really, really fun package. The price is right. You kind of can't go wrong with this little car. It's got a great warranty. It gets really good gas mileage. It's practical. It's fun. I think it looks really good. The 3-door layout is always. It's been the signature of the Veloster, and love it or hate it, I think it's cool just because it's funky and it's different. This is definitely the most aggressive and sporty variant of the Elantra GT Sport. You know, it's stiffer, it's a little bit more hardcore, it's a little bit more boy racer, but still really refined. And it's definitely the most fun to drive of the group. Yeah, I like it. I wish it were a little bit easier to heel toe, but once you get the hang of it, it comes pretty naturally. There's definitely a lot of adjustability with the driving position. You've got a nice telescoping and raising, lowering steering wheel. The seats move up and down. These bucket seats really do keep you in well. This thing has a ton of grip. I can't believe the speeds it can do around entrance ramps, and it's nice to have a set of proper seats. All right, guys. So I am upgrading my name for this car from warm hatch to hot hatch because it can do some things. It can move around and it can definitely hold its own. I think you've got a pretty good performer here. If you're looking to get into autocross, if you're looking to maybe get into some light track days, or you just want a really good, fun street car to blast around on the back roads, this is a pretty good candidate. So with the Fiesta ST being phased out, and this just offers another option, and I would say this drives very similarly to the Fiesta ST. It's just a little bit more neutral, not quite as tail happy, and I'm sure you could tweak that with some sway bar tuning and some aftermarket stuff. But as it is, from the factory, this is an awesome little package, and the more I drive it, the more I like it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We will see you in another video, probably later this week. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you're interested in one of these, go drive one. See what you think. See what your girlfriend thinks. Go and take a test drive. You're probably not going to be able to push it as much as I did in this video, but that's why I upload these, so we can kind of get an idea for the performance and know what you're getting into before you make a purchase, or if you're just watching for fun. So, alright guys, take it easy, have a good week, enjoy your Labor Day, be safe.